Hi everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Vintage Cottage. Yes, you heard me right. I said Donna's Vintage Cottage. After much thought and all of your input on a name for my Etsy channel, I have finally decided on the runner-up, which was Donna's Vintage Cottage rather than Donna's Linens and Lace, which was the most voted for. Couple of reasons for that. One of them has to do with a comment from one of you left, and I can't remember which one of you, but you said that Donna's Vintage Cottage sounded like a warm, cozy place to be and to hang out, and I kind of like that. And also, I think Donna's Vintage Cottage is more encompassing of the kind of things that I'll be selling on my channel. Linens and lace seemed kind of limiting, although linens and lace are a big part of what I like and what I sell. But I like anything vintage papers, vintage jewelry, vintage linens and lace, of course, and doilies and all of that. So I finally decided on Donna's Vintage Cottage. My channel, or my Etsy shop, will be open on January 1st. So keep an eye out for that. I'm probably going to be doing a few videos between now and then showing some of the journals that I have completed that will be for sale in my Etsy shop. And as well as a few other things that I have lined up to at least get started with. But for today, this video is about a challenge that I am going to have, that I am having. I'm calling it my January Back to Crafting Challenge, and I've had this before in the past, a few years ago. I want everybody, first of all, I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas yesterday with family and friends. I went and visited my mom where she lives, and we ate in the dining room, and they put on a fabulous spread. So that was really nice. I got to hang out with some of her friends. So that was really nice. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate Christmas where you are. But this challenge is about getting back into your craft room after, I know some people have taken a break for the holidays. Some people break from crafting. I certainly haven't. I've been in my craft room a lot. And you'll see why when I start showing the videos for my journals. But this challenge is, let me give you the rules for it. It is open to U.S. and international. The rules are: 1, you must be a subscriber to my channel. 2, you must be at least 21 years old to participate. For the challenge, I would like you to create one item of your choice. It could be anything small, anything large, but the item must contain at least 2 of these elements: laces, doilies, buttons, or fabric. It has to have any 2 of those things in the project. And the project can be as small as, a handmade flower or a greeting card, or it could be as large as a fabric album or a journal or anything like that. Whatever you want to do, in whatever style you choose, whatever colors you want. It's one project per person. Ooh, excuse me. And you must, if you're going to enter, you must put a comment down below to this video with a link to your entry. And here are the different ways that you can enter. You can do a YouTube video response showing your item and letting everybody know that it's for my challenge, and put a link to my challenge or my channel in your description. That will get you 1 entry. If you do Facebook, you can post a picture to your item to your Facebook page with a link to my challenge. That will get you one entry. If you do blogs, you can make a post to your blog with your entry and a link to my challenge. If you do all three of those things, you will get 3 entries into my challenge. Now, don't despair. Those of you who don't do videos and don't do Facebook and blogs and all of that, you can still enter. What you will need to do is to take a picture of the item that you made and send it to me in an email, attach it to an email and send it to me, preferably just one picture. And in the email, tell me what 2 items that you used, 2 items of the 4 that need to be in your item, and also tell me your YouTube name so I can make the connection. So if you're entering, you must put a comment down below that you're entering and with a link to, or if you're emailing me, just put down that I emailed you my entry, so I'll know. Now, there have been cases in the past where people have put comments and I don't get notified through an email, or I can't see the comment. There's also been cases where I have gotten an email notification about a comment and then I go to the video and I don't see the comment there. So everybody that puts a comment down below, I will heart it so that you know that I've seen your response. And if you do a video, of course, I'll respond to your video in the comments to your video as well. So if you don't hear from me and you've entered, reach out to me and let me know. My email address will be down below in the description box. Let me see. I think those are, let me make sure I didn't forget something. Yep, I think that's it. I don't do Twitter and all the other ones. The ones that I mentioned are the only ones that will get you an entry into the my challenge. So, without further ado, I'm going to have 3 prizes. I'm going to draw 3 prizes, and they'll be chosen by random.org. The first of the 3 prizes is a lace bundle with all of these pretty laces. I'm just going to go through these really quick. This pretty aqua, or no, it's like a mint green lace. Most of them are a yard. This one I think is probably 2 yards, it looks like. This really pretty kind of Venice lace with the sparklies on it. This really delicate navy blue lace. Oh, the sun is coming in and it's getting in the way. I tried to put something up over there to keep it from shining in my, see, there it is right there. I'll stay out of the sun. This beautiful scalloped lace. I've been hoarding this. This vintage Alençon lace. Come down a little bit. Very vintage. This gorgeous kind of flesh tone, very sheer, gorgeous lace. That one's probably about 3 or 4 inches wide. This really pretty ruffled lace in a cream. Another cream ruffled lace, ruffled at the top and at the bottom with some, no, there isn't any ribbon, but you can probably run some ribbon through it. A yard of this wide fringe trim with the very wide thing at the top there. There's a yard of that. There's a yard of this cream fringe trim. I am going to be offering this in my Etsy store, so look for that come January. This really wide lace here. And then a yard of this eyelet lace. So that's one of the prize packages. Another of the prize packages are vintage linens and doilies. There's this pretty organza doily. There's this piece of crochet. I'm getting in the sun here. There's probably a yard of these doilies that are connected, kind of a cream color. So a whole bunch of those. This vintage filet collar. This one came in a bundle from I think it was somebody closing their shop. This one has a price tag of $18 on it, but it came in a bundle. A lot of the pieces in that bundle I bought had price tags on them. This, not sure what that is. I'm not sure if that was from clothing. A piece of this embroidered net lace. Oops. 3 of these square coffee stained doilies. Here's a collar, vintage collar. Here's another very vintage piece. I'm not sure what that was. It has these slots in it for something. A piece of filet lace, came off of a blanket, I think. Piece of crocheted lace. This very vintage, very pretty scalloped lace. It's the Alençon lace. This little linen embroidered doily. A piece of this that can be cut up into individual, not exactly square, but almost square pieces. I use these all the time in my album or my journals for pockets. Make great pockets. So there's there's a dozen of those. This white tatted doily. Another piece of square, very delicate lace doily of some sort, table piece. And then this pink linen with crochet around the edge. It's probably 18 inches square, pink linen. So that's the vintage linen and doily bundle prize package. And then finally, of course, a wedding dress applique bundle. And in this one, there's this gorgeous one here. You can cut that into 2 different ones. This heavily beaded one here. This medallion, heavily beaded. There's a piece of this trim. It's probably about 2 feet. That one's also got big beads on it. Another piece of trim. Isn't that pretty? That one, I thought it had iridescent, but it's very shiny. Clear sequins. Good piece of that. Smaller piece of a larger trim. It's 2 pieces of that. You can cut that up. Here's another medallion. I guess it would go this way. It's a fairly large piece, heavily beaded and sequined. Here's a collar piece that has teeny tiny sequins, iridescent sequins. That can be cut up into different flowers. And then two kind of like neck, well, this one's a neck piece. It goes two sides. It's almost like flames. And then this one that's actually three roses. So that is the wedding dress prize. Like I said, these will be chosen by random.org. So if you would like to participate, I'm also going to put down in the description box below all the requirements. And I look forward to seeing everybody's entries. I love seeing what people create. And especially when they're given a challenge to do something specific. So remember, it has to have laces, doilies, buttons, or fabric, any two of those. So that's all I have for now. Be on the lookout for some more videos of things that will be in my shop in January. So I'll be doing those in the next week or so. But that's it for today. Bye for now.